Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain for You. Today I wanted to talk about don't distract, engage in life. So take a couple of breaths and then I'll get started. No words this time, just breathe in something positive and exhale something negative. So breathe in. Breathe out. Let the tension out of your body. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. The breath is a really good place to go to when you're in the middle of a freak out. If your brain is spinning really fast, sometimes just getting a few nice breaths will definitely help slow your brain down. So, don't distract. Engage in life. So what am I talking about there? Some people think, well, I got to distract myself so I don't think about the pain, so I don't do this, so I don't do that. Distract. And one of my coaching clients was actually saying, she would literally try to completely distract with the most mundane things like, oh, look, a bottle cap. Oh, the bottle is green, the label is blue. Oh, my sneakers are red. And she would go through this looking around and noticing whatever was around her. And maybe that's an okay process for some things. But if you are literally trying to make believe that pain doesn't exist by noticing and, oh, look at that, there's a piano in front of me, there's a mirror over there, there's a few clocks behind me, there's a radio here. What is that really accomplishing? In my opinion, I think that's teaching the brain that I'm trying to get away from this really dangerous, scary thing called pain or other symptoms. And I don't think that's really beneficial. I don't think it moves us forward at all in this journey. And while it may temporarily get your mind off of the pain, I'm not sure what the end benefit of that is. Because inevitably, as soon as you get tired of doing that, and you've noticed 52 things in the room or surroundings around you, what next? All you've done is run away from the pain by trying to do something silly. My answer is engage in life to the degree you can. And I say that because I know there's a number of people here that are in significant disability as a result of their symptoms and their sensations and pains. So to the degree that you can engage in life, even those who are bedridden can call a friend, a family member. You can watch some funny shows. You can listen to some upbeat music. You can, if possible, shuffle over to the window and get some sunlight. Pull the blinds open. Don't stay in the dark. If you can, even if you can't go for a long walk, go outside and sit in a patio chair in the sun. Even if it's cold out, bundle up and do that. Get the sunlight. Get out in nature. Look at the squirrels, listen to the birds, do something other than sit in your house terrified of the pain, trying to distract yourself from it. And if you are given an opportunity to go somewhere, if somebody invites you someplace, many of us, raise your hand, comment below if you've been turning down these types of invitations because you don't want to be in pain while you're at a party or at a family member's house or at a holiday gathering. So we turn them down because we either don't want to be embarrassed, we don't want to put anybody out, we're worried that the pain's going to make it unbearable and you're going to have to leave and that's going to be embarrassing. And inevitably, you're going to hurt at home anyway. So why not go and give yourself the opportunity, even if you've got symptoms or pains, to enjoy yourself a little bit? Why not give yourself that permission, right? And if you're like, well, I'll do all that stuff once I'm pain-free, what if doing those things and stepping outside of your comfort zone, be willing to be a little bit embarrassed, be willing to take a chance of having some pain while in the company of others? What if those things are what helps you get pain-free? Because I know avoidance and isolation and not doing anything possible that might increase your pain, doesn't protect you from the pain. Because then you're laying at home feeling crappy because you turned down an invite to go do something that you really would have loved to do, but because of this damn pain, you're not doing it. So don't distract, don't avoid, right? Engage in life to the ability that you can. And, I have the benefit and the privilege of working with a number of people in this group coaching program. And over again, every single week, I hear stories of people saying, you know what, I've got a little victory here. My victory is that I was invited to go do something, and I actually did it, and it turned out better than I thought, and I was no worse off for doing that, and at least I had some fun, right? That is the name of the game, because the more you can do that, the more confidence you're going to build, the more your fear is going to decrease, and honestly, the more fun you're going to have living this thing called life. And so every single week, I've got people saying, I got a little victory I'd like to share. And they're talking about doing these things that they weren't sure if they should do or could do. Could be as simple as going to the movies. Could be as simple as painting a room down in the basement. Could be as simple as going for a bike ride or going for a walk or whatever it may be. One of the folks who comments on YouTube just mentioned that, they made it to a concert. And actually, despite some nervous times and almost panic, they had a good time. They were actually dancing in the aisle at a concert. And this was somebody who was so unwilling or unable to leave their house. And so people are getting their lives back. You can too. This is not permanent. This is temporary. TMS, temporary mind-body syndrome. I like the term perceived danger pain. Well, how do you teach your brain that going out to the grocery store is not dangerous without actually doing it, right? And yeah, you may encounter a flare-up of pain because your brain's perceiving danger because you're doing something that you told yourself 1,000 times, I don't want to do that. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. You go do it and the pain goes up. It's because the brain is listening to your words of danger, your fear. So engage in life as much as you are capable given your situation. Be willing to take that risk because that's how you build confidence. You don't build confidence sitting in your bedroom, just wishing you could go out, but you can't because you're afraid it's going to hurt more, right? And over and over again, people that do this report back that, you know what, I actually felt better when I got home. And then the next day I was even better than that. Why? Imagine the boost of confidence you get and the reduction of fear you get by saying, wow, I just went out and I did this thing with my kids or with my husband or with my friends or with my family and I made it. Bravo, I did it. Pat yourself on the back. This is how we start to take our lives into our control again, as opposed to sitting home feeling bad that you can't do anything. It's the way forward, right? It absolutely is the way forward. So don't try to distract yourself with mundane distraction techniques, because all you're doing is teaching your brain that I'm terrified of this thing, so much so that I'm going to notice and name things and what color is that, just to avoid thinking about it. That's not the answer. Also, avoiding activities and engagement with others or whatever. Avoiding all sorts of triggers isn't the way we get rid of those triggers. We get rid of the triggers by literally teaching the brain that those triggers are not dangerous. They're just perceived dangers. And once you show the brain that those perceived dangers are not truly dangerous, the brain gives up the pain as a way to protect you from these perceived dangers. So I'm going to wrap this one up. It's getting late here. I'm still at Mom's, as you can probably tell. Heading back home in the morning. And so it was a great visit. We really had a nice time chatting and talking this weekend. So, love you guys and gals. I hope you like this video. Don't distract. Don't avoid. And engage in life. Do what you can. Take some chances. You'll be glad you did. Anyway, love you guys and gals. We'll see you tomorrow.